Hi guys, this is Dave back with BTM Reviews, and again I have David back and I have Alex back. How's everybody doing today?
You're doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Well, today I left up to the boys to pick the bottles that they want. Alex went with this Penelope Weeded bottle. I haven't tried this one. I don't think he has either. And David went with this Castle and Key Restoration Rye. The funny part is he's not a big fan of the high proof, and he picked one of the high proof. So we shall see how this goes.
It's a cool bottle.
There you go. So since our last review, have you drank any bourbon?
I have not drank any bourbon since our last review.
Nothing?
Nope.
Not even at the restaurant. Taste testing.
Good.
Yeah.
So this will be like your first.
I think this will be my first alcoholic drink since we've had our last review. Like, I haven't even had a beer to myself.
Same with you? Well, I can't say the same. But as far as today goes, I haven't had anything to drink yet, neither of you guys. So this first drink might be like, whoa, what am I tasting here? So we've already poured them. We're going to do the restoration first, right? That's the one I poured first.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
we're going to do that. David, there you go.
Oh, yeah, I can smell it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, that smells heavenly.
What are you getting when you smell that?
Oak.
Oak on this one?
Oak barrel.
Okay.
Oh, it's almost mesquite-y, isn't it? Like
smoky.
Yeah.
yeah. You smell the cinnamon in there too?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
can you get that whiff of that cinnamon if you?
It's kind of like on the like when you take a nice big whiff, it's like the last thing that's really on your nose.
It's what's there at the end, right?
Yep.
I don't smell any fruit or anything though.
No,
Any
it just
caramel?
smells like
Just ryeness. It's just a bunch of rye stuff. It's a rye whiskey, right? So
it smells like oak. A little bit of cinnamon.
you remember when we did that film land, you really liked that rye a lot.
I think I like rye.
I think so too.
Pretty-
Compared to that first review.
That's rough.
Well, we had to record it twice.
Well, I know, but still, like the second time around, it was actually better.
Well, that's going to be like after this first sip. I promise you, after we take that first sip and then go back and smell it again, we'll smell more of what we taste.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken a sip yet?
I might have.
All right. Did
Nice.
that initial cleansing to just get my palate situated. Now I'm going to go back and take a taste. I'm going to say this though right away. This is already better than that Filmland rye.
Yeah,
Oh my
definitely.
God, yes.
My
This
God.
is like,
See why proof matters sometimes? Because it has some legs. I mean, you can look at your glass and you can see it like running down the side.
like winewood.
Yeah. It's just the legs of it, man. It's just like, the ingredients are just so rich.
You know when you like taste a food or drink and alarm bells are going off in your head, like a
Mhm.
reminder?
Yeah.
It's nostalgia for something. I just don't know what the taste is, but it definitely like
Man, it's like, what was that, those Oreo pies Mom used to buy?
Hershey
Yeah, there's
pie.
like some
Yeah, the
vanilla.
Hershey pie and some chocolate.
There's some vanilla in there,
Oh
definitely.
my God, yes. Now I go back and smell. It does open it up.
Like instantly numb to my mouth.
Oh no, the proof is definitely there
Proof is there, but it's not.
in both smell and
Look at
taste.
that just running down. It's just like lingering.
Mhm.
It's like
For how
just like it does when you're drinking it. You could sit here, take this glass, and sit at the table for good 35, 40 minutes and drink it and go, what am I tasting? Like, because we could put this down, take a drink of water, go back in 5 minutes, and it might taste completely different. Because that's the first time the bottle's ever been opened.
I was going to say.
It hasn't breathed at all yet.
Right.
I mean, really, what I'm getting most out of what I've tasted so far is that like oak and mesquite. Like, that's the most of what I'm getting. And there was like that, like almost like creaminess of vanilla
with a little cinnamon just to top it off as it's going down.
It's like a kicker.
I did not taste the cinnamon, but I could smell the cinnamon.
That's why taste buds are awesome.
It's like a classic big red right
A quick rinse.
Mm.
It's refreshing though.
Mm.
It's refreshing though.
Yeah, it's
like I don't need a chaser.
No. And it doesn't. It's. I hear people say this, and I kind of get what they're saying. It is kind of springtime. Like it's not.
Well, we talked about that last video, and that. I don't think it was this one. I think it was the other one.
The right.
Where it was like, or it had like the flavor of like mint and citrus, and it was just refreshing to drink.
And this isn't as citrusy, but it's still really good.
Yes,
that 113 proof is perfect. Like, you know, you're drinking something, but it's not crushing you.
Yeah, and I mean, even for me, who's not a huge fan of the proofs, you know, like the crazy high ones, this is like, it wasn't a problem to drink it or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got next. Smidge. Got this Penelope. Penelope weeded.
Rinse.
Yeah. See, this one doesn't have nearly as much. Now, this is a 95 proofer, I think. This is, 95 proof, so 47% alcohol. So, talking about 18 points less, David.
I don't know. If you give this thing a nice little spin, it definitely has some legs.
Over with this. Oh, sorry. Get on the screen.
If you give it a little spin.
Yeah, it's got a little bit.
I was gonna say, you can definitely see the legs still, but
not like the other one.
No, the other one is like.
Whoa.
That one actually smells kind of like spring.
It does, man.
Yeah.
I don't even get that high ethanol smell.
No, it's just like
fruity, like light fruit or something that's not
like a storm.
The Scotland Highlands.
Yeah.
It smells like a storm, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like wet grass, stormy weather, right? Like
earthy,
definitely. Like right before it storms.
Yeah.
You can smell the static in the air.
This smells more like the grass when I cut the grass today because it was so windy outside. I couldn't smell the grass when I was cutting it.
I felt like it was going to rain all day today, too. Just how it looked outside.
Yeah. But, oof, man. So Penelope doesn't make their own.
Oh, no.
No, they get it. They bring barrels together, they mix it, and then this is weeded. They're weeded one that they get, but
it is a beautiful amber color though.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about though with the
very
very
similar
close.
Color,
yeah, they're like they both have the same age or something, right?
I know that Penelope said it was at least 4 years.
Yeah, at least.
All right, you guys ready for a little taste?
Yep.
Springtime and citrus.
Mm-hmm. I cannot find it bitter.
Kind of. Like dark chocolate.
Look, it's just a little bitter. But I'm gonna.
Maybe.
Did I not rinse?
I don't think you did.
But I kind of got what you were tasting a little bit. It was like on the tip of my tongue. It's almost like dark chocolate, but like I don't know. Definitely the more bitter part of it than the cacao.
Sorry about the autofocus, Jack. When I move up,
it's been happening every time. I think I need to just move my cup back.
No, I need to turn the function off of autofocus. See if I can do that real quick. It's annoying, but I'm not going to re-record the video again.
No, that's okay. I noticed earlier when I like leaned forward to grab my glass, I was rolling a shot. I was like, oh no.
No, you're not. It's the camera. Here we go.
Awesome.
That's fine. Yeah. So let me try this again.
Smell is tasty. I'd honestly have this as a candle.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that.
It smells better than it tastes.
Definitely.
I don't.
This is more like I'm eating a root out of the ground. It did not sit well.
And
Like
but
the
again,
complete
you're
opposite.
loving it. Yeah,
I'm the complete opposite of that. I feel like
fantastic.
it doesn't have much of a taste, but I think that's kind of why I like it. Because if it's too strong of a taste, I'm like normally
But you
turned
still
off by
taste
it.
something, but you're not like overwhelmed.
Yeah, and it's not like scorching my mouth or my throat while I'm drinking it. But I do taste that little bit of bitter
Yeah.
now that I've had like a third sip on it.
It's like bitter, almost acidic.
Well, I definitely taste like,
Now remember, this is
I want to say
weeded.
like
The other one
orange.
was something weeded, but
Mhm.
like Buffalo Trace is weeded, but it don't taste like this. Now, I'm not going to say this is terrible,
No.
but it's not for me. It's not one I'm going to go back for too often.
So I think this one would be more suited for me for sipping to just sit there, watch a movie or something or do whatever I'm going to do.
Hang out with your girlfriend or your buddies and,
and just
have a drink.
I mean, yeah, honestly, fill up this thing like 2 times and then just sit there and sip on it all night.
Fill it up. You mean like a couple ounces, right?
Like there. It'll be fine. I've had shots before.
This ain't shots, though.
No, I wouldn't drink
And
it
you
like
take
it's a
shots
shot.
of tequila that might have 35% alcohol. This is.
I don't do shots of tequila.
I'm saying when you said you've done shots. You're taking shots of Jack. That's 40%.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this is.
But I didn't mean like I would
could
do
do
it
that.
like shots. I'm just saying I could drink quite a bit of this.
Yeah, because you're enjoying it. That's fine. That's great. It is smelling better. I'm getting some creamy scents now after I've taken a couple drinks. It's like that bitterness has wore off a little bit for me.
It never smelled bitter, but I get what you're saying. Like,
Well, I mean, but
yeah,
I just smell springtime still. A little citrus.
no, but it did change a little
a
bit.
little bit.
Yeah.
And there is a single smell in there that I cannot put my finger on though.
Some of them are hard to name.
It's like really I smell like mint. I smell like citrusy. It's like very springtimey, and then there's one other smell in there. I just cannot place it. Maybe it's cedar.
I hope not.
I doubt it, but it's almost like a barbecue, but like without any smoke.
Yeah. Well,
My nose hairs are a little burning after all that sniffing.
so for you, David, apparently you like the Penelope the best.
No, I'd definitely say I'd like the other one more.
You like the Restoration better?
I do. I
Or
just think,
Castle and Key?
yeah, I just think I would be able to drink more of the other one, more of the Penelope.
Oh, like for a longer time.
If I was going to sit down and enjoy a drink, I would probably pick the Penelope
Mhm.
over the Castle and Key. But if I wanted to, feel something pretty quick and not have to drink a whole lot, I would definitely go for Castle and Key.
Well, what if you just want to like sit down and just have a nice night and take a drink?
Oh no, I would do Castle and Key as well.
Yeah. It's not about partying.
No, but
Right.
I feel like I would be able to handle a lot more of the Penelope and enjoy myself more
Oh,
because it's not as
well, let's
strong.
just, yeah, just think
So I'd
about
be
it.
able to sip
Just
on
think
it.
about it in terms of like I'm taking a drink, and it's only for the drink for the night. I'm just going to go grab this drink, sip on it for a couple hours, and just enjoy it. No,
I'd still
that-
probably pick the Penelope then.
Okay, fair enough.
I do think that the other one tasted better. It had a better taste and a better smell.
But for enjoyment,
I would pick the Penelope.
Alex?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably the Castle and Key for like actually, either way, whether it's like a long night, single drink night.
But what'd you think about like taste wise?
I think the Penelope tasted okay. I was a little disappointed, honestly. Like it smelled a lot better than I tasted. You know,
Okay.
I will
like it was
agree with
way
you on
more
that.
inviting, and then I got a taste, and it's like a
It
little
didn't,
smack to the face. Like it's a little more bitter than I would have thought. And I was
And
like, okay,
it didn't have the legs.
yeah.
Like
There was
like
no
that
back
Castle
end.
and Key just
As soon as
Yeah.
it hit your mouth, it was like instant, like numbing sensation across my whole mouth. It was like, oh wow,
for the
okay.
rye. Yeah.
But the thing is like the last batch, the rye and the moonlight bourbon, like the moonlight was great in the beginning, but the back half wasn't as great.
Right.
But then you got to the rye, beginning and end, both great.
Mhm.
That's how it was with Castle and Key, whereas Penelope, it was like the smell was the best part,
Right.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not that it was bad. I just, like you said, I'm not going to go buy a bottle of it off the shelf anytime soon.
And I'm not necessarily going to go buy another bottle of Castle and Key Restoration, but for me, out of the two, I liked it better.
Yeah.
But again, we're talking about just flavor profiles for certain people. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
people like what they like. Would I tell somebody not to buy something? No, because that's up to you. What would I buy before the next time? I would buy the Castle and Key before I bought the Penelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, if I was buying them, I'd probably pick Castle and Key over the Penelope as well.
okay.
I just think I would be able to.
But if you're at a restaurant and they got Penelope, like
Castle
on
and
the,
Key.
no, I'm saying no, like no, they don't. They're not gonna have Castle and Key on the menu. Let's say they got Penelope, Maker's Mark, which you haven't really tried, Four Roses. You'd say, oh, the Penelope wheat is here. I'm gonna get that because you like it already. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing like where you work. Like people buy their bourbon and they kind of go, "What do you got?"
Yeah.
Give them the list and they go, "Oh, I know that one. I'll take that."
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
They always ask for whatever, and I'm like, sorry, this is what we got.
Right.
Yeah.
That was one of the stuff you never have.
Not always. Sometimes I'm able to, please them, but not every time. It's
Right.
always funny, though, and I don't know why Woody doesn't have it, but there's no beers on drafts. And I always get asked that question. What do you have on drafts? I'm like, what does it matter? Draft, bottle? Like, I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't really know. Like, I do drink it, but it's like I'm...
You're not
Tasting it.
connoisseur.
It's
Yeah.
the foam, really. I feel it helps it like actually breathe more than the bottle would, I guess. But
Yeah, and I
You
think
get that
it's
nice-
a little fresher. Like
Yeah.
you could get bottled beer that might be old,
Mm.
where the keg just comes in, they go through it, and they get a new one.
Well, the only other thing I can think of is the nitrogen. Because they run nitrogen through the lines to, like, get it to, like, foam that way. Like, that's like what I had at Scooters when I had a cold brew machine. There's nitrogen in there to make it nitrogen.
For the beer, though, think they would nitrogen beer.
Yeah, to get you drunker faster.
Oh,
It's like the coffee, they nitrogenate the coffee to get you, jacked up faster.
buzzed
Mm.
from the caffeine.
Well, not like I'm drunk, but I'm like
No,
caffeine
but-
high. Yeah, because it gets in your blood quicker.
Well,
maybe that's why people want draft them. You answered
Maybe.
your own question.
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
Well, maybe we can get some nitrogen bourbon. See how that goes for us.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Let's mix these together and see what it comes down to.
Okay.
It'd be one of them good old boys. Making whiskey and rye.
Those are fine.
Oh man, that is a
That's a
fantastic smell.
Crazy
honestly.
smell.
They're fighting.
You're fighting for my love.
It's like a chocolate. It's like a chocolate cherry.
Fighting for something.
Dios mío. It's okay. The freshness of the Penelope kind of matches well with the, not harshness, but like the spice of
This castle, the castle. But the spice is winning.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's on the back end. It stays with you, but that nice mix of like springtime in the beginning, and then it's like that smoky mesquite smell or like taste.
Yeah, the oak. Yeah. Oof. Man, That one stays on the tongue for a long
I
time.
was gonna say, I'm still tasting
It does.
Holy crap!
I'm still smelling it.
Does it not taste like a fire, like a cinnamon chocolate bar right now? It does for me on my tongue.
Well, this actually, when I first smelled it, it smelled like a chocolate cherry.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But you hate cherries too.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to taste like cherries, but it smelled like them. Man, that is tasty.
I'm enjoying that. And what it does is also drops the proof a little bit of the rye
Yeah.
by bringing in that 95 along with that 113, so it lowers that
Oh.
harshness.
Okay.
It's like adding a little bit of water, right?
Yeah.
So you're just diluting it with lesser proof.
We forgot to do that this time, actually.
What's that?
Add the water to
Get the
it.
drops of water.
Yeah, you can't do. I don't think we needed it.
No, I don't think so. Like the other ones we had last time, we definitely needed. So I needed some water in there.
Right. But it is interesting to see how it does change the flavor, just that drop.
Oh, yeah.
Some people love it. Some people hate it.
I was about to say,
Some people want to drink just the true bourbon.
Yeah.
Once it hits the air, it changes it anyway. Right? So you're not.
you'd have to like put a straw
They'd have
in the
to-
bottle
yeah,
without letting any air
Right.
come out of it.
Put a catheter on every bottle and just.
How goofy would that be?
Well,
I got the pure bourbon. Mm.
Seen people smoke their alcohol where they just put a bunch of like they'll take like a bike pump, put pressure through the cork until the bottle is like ready to burst, and then they uncork it and like all the alcohol separates from the liquid,
Mhm.
and then they inhale it.
Yeah,
They
but
go, like,
also
super
people
messed up.
also there's these little kits that people buy that lets them take their charred barrel bourbons and they cover it up and they fill it with like oak barrel smell and then they let it wait, I guess 10 or 15 seconds and it gives it that flavor. Like, dude, spend the extra $10 on the fucking barrel.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Like,
it's weird.
I get it, but man, no, there's plenty of oaked bourbons that are $45. So I want to thank you, Alex,
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Thank you for inviting me.
David, thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to do a live stream probably next week,
All right. Sounds good.
next Monday or Tuesday night.
At least we can't mess up and have to record it twice.
But we could always mess up.
As I say, there's no retakes.
But
I mean, we didn't curse a lot I don't think at all, actually. This
no, I
time,
think I
which
did
is very
once.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be monetized. So,
yeah.
Anyway, chat, thank you for being here. Please support the channel by liking, subscribing. If you want to leave a donation, super sticker or something like that, it'd be greatly appreciated. And we will see you next time. Or maybe you want to become a member of the channel. That's readily available for you as well. Thank you.